So in case you didn't know, Betaflight is not the only Hdzero game in town. Flight 1 has been pushing out update after update to make Hdzero a great experience. When we talk about OSDs and everything, the interesting thing about Flight 1 Falco X is that it all works off of the OSD. You can configure your entire quad from start to finish just using the actual OSD. What's up guys, it's Chad. Welcome back to the Dorky and 40 RC channel. We're gonna be doing some more Hdzero testing today. So today I wanna be testing the actual build here with the newest Falco X on there that has the adjustments for the newest firmware for Hdzero. So we're gonna be testing that out, see how that looks, see how that works. And we also have a ton of antenna tests coming up. We have the True RC Axes, we've got the VAS Avengers. We're gonna be trying those on the Scout HD and on the actual Sharkbite Hdzero system and seeing how things go. So it's gonna be a fun couple of days around here, guys. So let's get to it. So Flight 1 used to consider themselves more of a hardware company, but that is definitely not true these days. They've struggled to actually get hardware out to people, but they have been refining Falco X a lot faster than Betaflight has. So they had Crossfire V3 and Sharkbite updates a lot faster actually in the past 6 months. So they have a new font out. So we're gonna take a look at that on the screen. So this is just a TBS Source V3. One of my favorite quads, a great noise profile and everything, which is really important when you're running digital video, especially like Sharkbite, filtering, all that kind of stuff. It's more than just adding capacitors, so remember that. We've got the new Micro V2 camera on there, and we have the Race 2 BTX all running in here with the latest alpha build for Falco X, Tango 2, Tracer, so we're all ready to go. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the Falco X OSD. So you can see right away that everything is just kind of awesome looking. We've got a specialty design font going on for Falco X. And if we go into the actual menu here, you can see this is where we do all of our tuning. So there's 14 menus that are set up through here, and you can just go ahead and browse through them. This is where you can set up your different tunes. And then I believe the next one is rates, filtering, all that kind of stuff. PID curves, VTX, which we don't have, peripherals. This is where you set up your motors and the ESCs. All that stuff is done through their awesome wizard though, so you don't have to worry about doing any of that kind of stuff. Modes, set up your switches, all that fun stuff. You set up your OSD on here. They also do have a configurator online that you can use if you want to, but really I've just never found any need to. All this runs through DisplayPort on UART3. So you got TX and RX3 on the Revolt V4. Of course, if you're using a different flight controller with a purchase license, then this doesn't really matter to you. So we're gonna go ahead and arm and we're gonna fly around a little bit. And I just really wanna make sure that we don't get any OSD freezing or anything like that like we did in the earlier builds. You can see we get a little bit of static back there. OSD still looks good. So at this point, I was really just kind of flying around, getting a feel for the quad, keeping an eye on the OSD and enjoying that beautiful new font that they have created, which really makes Sharkbite and Falco X look primo. Really like the way it looks. Great thing about Falco X is that, of course, you can just land, change your rates, change your tune, anything, real simple and real easy. You can do a lot of that stuff on Betaflight now. The presets thing is still based to the configurator, but you can see right here just how easy it was for me to land. Kind of change my tune a little bit, mess with my RC smoothing. That way I kind of smooth out the sticks a little bit, because I was definitely nervous about putting this thing into the snow, which I actually ended up doing anyway. So the performance of this latest Falco X alpha build with Sharkbite or Hdzero is fantastic. Everything works, no freezing, nothing like that. You can see I was doing some of my antenna testing. I will never understand the firmware and how these antennas work if you just look at the link quality of the antennas and how they just kind of bounce back and forth. Very, very unpredictable. Definitely need to spend a lot more time with Hdzero and flying around. I've completed my antenna testing, so there'll be more videos on that coming up. Had some surprising results, not the results that I was looking for, but that's just coming up for the extra videos, and hopefully that will help you guys in a further purchase decision. Now, if you are interested in trying out Flight 1 Falco X, I would recommend it for sure. It's always nice to just try both ecosystems, or 3 or 4 if you're into Emu Flight or iNav. It's just nice to see what everybody's doing. Now, their social media presence, their Discord presence has pretty much came to a crawl. It really surprised me that they came out with updates as fast as they are. They, again, cannot supply hardly any hardware right now. I think they still owe people hardware from months or even a year ago. If you're new and you don't understand the history of Flight 1, then, you know, this is pretty much what it is. They've kind of created themselves as an old monster, but they have, their stuff works great, and I've always enjoyed flying it. They support dozens and dozens of different flight controllers now, and all you have to do is find out that your flight controller is supported, and you go on to their web store and you put that flight controller in, download their little configurator here and hook up to it, and it's going to give you a serial number, and then you're going to put that serial number into the store. You're going to pay 15 bucks for a license, and then you are going to be able to flash Falco X onto any of your flight controllers. I've got one running on my tiny trainer and a few other ships, and it's great. Again, I love it. I highly recommend you try it, especially since they seem to be so involved with Hdzero and pushing out these updates. Why would you not if you are a fan of Hdzero? So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I'll have that antenna testing coming up for you all soon. Talk to you later, and peace.